And I am back with another video, and I hope you guys are all doing good, and I hope you guys are all doing great. And I'm excited to talk about a special topic with you guys today, and that is on self-love. Okay guys, so I know there's a couple definitions going around about self-love, and I wanted to, before I even address anything, talk about the true definition of what self-love is. So I'm going to emphasize that my definition that I got is not based off my own knowledge. It is about research, y'all. Not just based on my own knowledge. Alright, now let's get into it. Also, before I even start anything, I want to put a disclaimer in here that I am sniffling a lot. I have like a little cold, so you might hear me sniffling. And I just wanted to let you guys know if you hear me just like the whole time. But I wanted to get this video out for you guys and up so you can hear it. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so now let's get right back into the video. Alright, so what self-love truly is, it is truly about fully and truly accepting yourself. It's about treating yourself with kindness and prioritizing your health. In other words, it's about you living in your fullest potential. Okay? It's about you maintaining a positive outlook about yourself, about who you are. And now this doesn't mean that you're going to be positive all the time because we're human, right? But it's even in those moments that you mess up or the mistakes you make that you still love yourself. That you still understand that you are strong, that you are capable. Self-love is not a destination, it's a journey. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. And that's something I want to stress. It does not happen overnight at all. It is a journey. Okay, so now since we got the definition of what self-love is, I'm going to go into why it is so important and why I'm stressing it right now and why I'm talking about it. So, self-love is really important because honestly, y'all, it sets the foundation for your assertiveness. It sets the foundation for your nurturing healthy relationships. It sets you for taking care of yourself, for you striving for your success, for you not people-pleasing. And without all these things, right, we could fall into people-pleasing tendencies. We could fall in disregarding our own feelings and needs. We could fall into comparing ourselves to others. We could fall into being negative to ourselves. We could fall in not reaching our fullest potential or goals that we have for ourselves because we're being negative to ourselves. The other thing is that we are also going to be tolerating unhealthy relationships that we don't need. And that's why it's so important. Because self-love brings in that positivity into us, right? So, a couple things where you can identify if you're struggling with self-love is that you are extremely critical to yourself. You need external validation and approval from others, that you don't validate yourself. You are negative to yourself. You disregard your own needs and feelings. You do not put yourself first on your list. You were last. You were everything else before you. You tolerate negative relationships, and you do not have any boundaries, healthy boundaries. And if you do set the healthy boundaries, you don't hold to them. You basically compromise them. And you're not compassionate with yourself. Okay, so now since you know the importance of self-love and what it could look like, if we're struggling with self-love, let's get into some ways you can actually practice self-love. So some ways you can practice self-love is by embracing self-compassion. Be compassionate to yourself. Be forgiving to yourself. Have grace with yourself, okay? We are human. We are not perfect. Remember that. We fall short, okay? Another thing we do is that we can build a self-care routine for ourselves. Whatever works for you, whether this is reading a book in the park, just walking, doing a self-care routine, whatever makes you feel good, sis, whatever makes you feel good, bro, whoever's watching this, right? That is what's necessary because every self-care routine looks different for each person, okay? What works for me may not work for you. Another way you can do it is about talking positive to yourself. Talk life into yourself, okay? The way you talk to yourself, the words you speak are powerful. Talk positive to yourself. Also, you can also seek support if you need it. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay if you ask a friend. It's okay if you need therapy. Because during this, you're also loving yourself. You're giving yourself the chance to fully grow into what you want to become. On top of that, you can also set healthy boundaries, establish boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no to people, especially if you don't want to do it. Don't be afraid to say no. And also, recognize your needs and clearly communicate them to people. Stand on it. Love yourself and really recognize that you are her. You are him, whoever's watching this. And you can do it. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. That is it, and